Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense.
He got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Comic. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Boom.
Boom.
Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Rashad Smith.
Rashad Smith.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From Mahomes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate troop.
All righty, welcome back to the next edition of the Chiefs Blitz podcast, Four Guys in a Bar. I'm your host, Nick Athan, with Mr. Hense Todd, Mr. Lou Montagna, and Coach Andre Tillman, sporting the Chiefs hat today. Very stylish. Appreciate that. Well, we all picked the Chiefs to win this weekend, right?
No.
Oh, that's right.
Somebody. Well, we'll give it to Coach for saving the graphic and not having a clean sweep across the board. But we are now have banned anything resembling what's happening there at the far left. I don't know what that is. I don't know how we get away with that, but we're never doing that again.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. You know,
He was a little confused, Lou. He didn't know. He was a little bit. He was unbalanced.
The entire league almost imploded when the Packers and the Cowboys tied, and you're picking one. We're picking winners, okay?
Well,
this is what we do on this show. Is we pick winners.
Right, fair enough. We hadn't had a tie in a long time, and
there was no spread involved or anything like that. I'll take Detroit with the points. I don't know what that is.
Like Detroit too.
I'm sorry, but I was triggered by that.
It was
We're
conflicted.
this show is never ever doing that again.
Hey, he said not a tie, but sometime in the league they do have ties, Lou.
Tell him again. Tell him again, Lou, if they didn't hear you in the background. Tell him again.
We are never, ever doing that again where both teams have the same number of points. Never, ever. If we do, I give you my permission to stop watching.
Nick said,
I certainly will.
Nick's like, he said, it just not, the show just starting off. And they
Hey, listen. I'm trying to get Lou the benefit. I'm trying to get Nick the benefit of that. He was conflicted, guys. He was conflicted. He didn't know. His emotions was everywhere, man.
Nick, if you had been here on Friday, now I get it, whatever you had to do, but you can't leave a dookie like that and leave us to clean it up.
I did say on Wednesday, I was
like
not
taking your dog out for a walk. He drops
Lou,
a load in your neighbor's yard and you just leave it.
Hey, Nick, Nick,
hold on.
I'm just
in
saying.
my defense, I did say,
scoop.
all right, I did say on Wednesday that I thought the Chiefs were going to lose this game. That I was picking the Lions.
Yeah,
and then when Mango sent me the score prediction, it was like Thursday night or Friday, and I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm waffling. I'll just do a 50-50 game.
Yeah.
So I was trying to not pick against the Chiefs, but in my column in the KC call, I actually picked the Lions to upset the Chiefs. So, hey, I'm glad I was wrong. I kind of overreacted after that first couple of drives.
Hey, it looked like they followed the game plan. I laid out the game plan on Friday, and they followed it to the T.
With his predictions.
But again, like Lou said, we cannot leave us, because we couldn't explain it. We couldn't explain the 30 for 30. I said, hey, we couldn't give a take for the 30 for 30 take. We didn't know what to get. But hey, he let explain himself. He said he didn't want to just pick against his team. I
don't
understand
pick against the Chiefs very often, so I was really conflicted. I just didn't have a good feeling all week.
I would have had more respect if you just left it blank.
Oh, we got a Lions fan in here.
I abstain.
Pretty insufferable about losing. Slamming Sammy Joe. Yeah, the Lions crowd is very upset, but they only have themselves to blame. They
slamming Sammy Joe. All right, slamming Sammy Joe. Thanks for jumping in.
They had the Chiefs. They had the Chiefs by the throat, and they let them off. And the Chiefs made all the plays in the second half, and were terrific. Patrick Mahomes was terrific, and
Travis Kelce was wonderful.
I mean, Travis Kelce looked like he was 29, 30 years old. I mean, he was impressive out there. Made some great catch. I mean, that flip on his head. I mean, you could see like his neck vertebrae was just like, boop. And I'm just like, he's got to be hurt.
I think about the 20-yard line or so, 15-yard line. He's like, I'm scoring. Yeah. I don't care what it takes. I don't care who's in the way. I'm going to score.
He gave it his best.
He didn't, but I mean, he took a shot. Now again, I mean, he's looking at his hands afterwards, and I think that's the thing. He's like, "Am I wearing the right gloves?" Because even that one that he makes on the sideline, perfect throw from Patrick, and he still caught it 2 or 3 times before he went down.
That was a huge play.
And then the one over the middle where he caught it.
Did he drop it though?
And then they run up. Now, again, all due respect to the television referees, but Terry McCauley, the ex-referee, said that he believed that he's had control of it. The ball is allowed to hit the ground as long as you have control of it, and it doesn't move in your hands.
Right.
Same with the illegal motion call on Goff down at the goal line. Now, again, were the referees looking for that? Did they get a little whisper in their ear, somebody in New York or whatever, in terms of the rule? But McCauley was on it right away as well. If the quarterback lines up behind center, whether he puts his hands under the center's butt or not, if he's in the quarterback position, if he goes in motion, he has to stop for a full second and just kind of establish that now he is not the quarterback. Right. If he had been in shotgun, that would have been okay. Now he ends up like 4 or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but so it is a rule. It's been looked up and checked. I mean, it is a rule. So for all the conspiracy theorists and whatever, that Chiefs get every break, hey, if you're going to run a trick play like that, you better be certain that you're doing it within the rules. And hey, it wasn't. So
hey, the Lions gonna speak their mind, man. I'm just saying.
What was interesting? What was interesting about that is
the breaks.
Tony Dungy was in Detroit on Friday, and he watched the practice, and he commented after the game. I watched him run that play in practice, but I don't think they understood the rule because it was an illegal play, and he saw that 2 days before in practice.
And Tony didn't tell him.
Tony didn't tell him. That's
son of a.
That's
Come on, Tony.
You're not there. You're supposed to be partial.
Lend your expertise. Come on.
No.
So with that said, let's get right into our sponsors before we kick everything else.
Let's talk about our good friends over at Underdog Fantasy. Play now in Missouri. It's really simple. Play 5. You get 50 in bonus dollars when you open your account. You can win up to 1,000 times your money. They've got a great pick'em game. Play higher or lower on your favorite players to win money. Having fun with sports. It's pretty simple around here. Hit the QR code on the right. Make sure you use the promo code Chiefs Blitz. Set up your account. Play 5. Get 50 in bonus dollars. And we're going to run a special. If we get 100 customers sign up between now and December 31st, I will be giving away a collectible item up to $1,000 in value. So play 5, get 50 and a chance for $1,000 gift out of my vast collection.
So your name will be put in a raffle. Somebody impartial will pull out a name, and that person of the 100 or more will get the prize. So
get something
pretty exciting stuff. Many ways to win. $5, gang. I mean, it's worth the chance at the collectible just for the $5.
Just for the $5,
you might win your bets.
You never know. You never know.
It's like
also the Chiefs Blitz shop is open. It's chiefsblitz.com/shop. And one of the items we have in here, if you're a Super Bowl IV fan like me, signed by 5-time Hall of Famers Johnny Robinson, Emmett Thomas, Lenny Dawson, Bobby Bell, Willie Lanier. $1,250. I'm going to discount it. Free case, free delivery. It's a terrific item if you're a fan of Super Bowl 50. I'm sorry, Super Bowl 4, January 11th, 1970. There you go. All right, last chance. In 3 days, they will announce the winner of the ultimate ride for the Derek Thomas Mercedes-Benz raffle. Just hit the QR code. 100% of the benefits go to the Derek Thomas Neil Smith III and Long Foundation and the Duron Cherry Foundation. They do great work in the Kansas City area. It's a great way to win an opportunity to win the Derek Thomas Mercedes-Benz that he drove all around Kansas City to and from the games.
We're close. That's this week, right? 3 days away.
Man is still giving back to the community. I appreciate that. And shout out to the people at Third and Long, especially Donna. They do a terrific job. Is Nick's mailbox hopping yet? Sorry, Weston. I know I'm terrible. I'm terrible at getting this stuff out, but it goes out. I'm gonna ship it all out tomorrow morning. I promise.
Come on.
No plans
we need to show some accountability here now.
I know. I need to show some accountability. I'll send you a little something special too.
Come on now.
Sam Parrish said, what did he say, Drake?
He said, "Oh yeah, what's going on, guys? I called it 30-17. Great win, great Monday." Or he said, "Good Monday." I said, "Great Monday."
Way to go, Mr. Paris.
Yes, sir. Everybody's excited, man. Even your boy's excited. I'm hard on them. So shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's amazing how the comments go from like when the Chiefs lose, from complete doom and gloom. The team's going to implode. Then they win a game. It's, I had the score. I had this. I had that. And everything else. Like,
so basically, Lou said, keep the same energy, man.
Life is good. Exactly. Yeah.
Just keep the same.
So
especially in game.
What they say, guys? Do you agree? When you put this out on social media, do you agree with the list we put out, the biggest winners from week 6?
No, Leo Chanel. Leo Chanel needs to be in there.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well above no Williams, in my opinion. I thought Brian Cook had one of his best games. Kelsey was great. Moore was outstanding. Brown was great. But I would have definitely taken Leo Chanel over No Williams.
What I'm reading here is that Leo now has ascended from being even part of these things. Like, it's just expected that he's going to play at the level he is last night. Okay. Now, somebody on this show has been touting this kid all season, and give him an extent, whatever, new contract. Get him. He needs to be a Chief for life. Okay. Let's go, slamming Sammy Joe.
And that guy's Lou been raking in. Said put in 54. Put him at DN. Put him everywhere he need to go.
So in terms of these guys, I mean, and Jalen Moore, I would say, for sure, just because, hey, last minute we're throwing you. Now again, maybe they knew longer than it was reported that he knew he was going to play. But here's why you paid the guy 2 years, $30 million. Every penny they spent on this guy, and I said it back when they did it as well, is that you're going to get your money's worth, even if he doesn't start, because at some point he's going to have to play. And this was that time. So great performance, gave up one pressure, I believe it was, the entire game. He played well when he backed up Trent Williams in San Francisco. So it was probably expected, hey, you get a chance to play, Jalen, you're going to go in there and play well. Yeah. Hollywood, again, didn't get a ton of targets. I think he had 4 receptions. The really one play that was called for him, the little pop pass, that was that was immaculate execution, especially by the line. Noah, great kick out block. I mean, he walked in. So I think everybody there is a winner. And then the one where the guy that gets crapped on the most, Shamari Connor, had 14 tackles. I think 10 were solo tackles. Now, okay, as far as in coverage, he was draped all over Laporta on that touchdown catch. I don't know how much more he could have covered him without interfering. That was just a great play. You tip your cap.
Yeah.
Hey, you got us on that one. So, but I would put Shamari Connor actually, because of all the crap that he takes every week. Last night, I'm thinking, he was a winner.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Hense?
The biggest winner on this list for me is Brian Cook. I know I kind of gave him kid crap. I've been giving the kid crap. But hey, like I said, the first game of the season, he made me change my mind. Right? And I was like, man, the kid's out here, he's running after the ball. He looked like Eric Berry last night to me. He was everywhere across the field, tackling people in the back end, cleaning up blocks. You know what I mean? Hey, the kid was everywhere, man. Great performance by Brian Cook last night, and I think he was cooking. What you think about Coach?
I think. I was just going to say, Jaden Hicks only had like 15 snaps, so I think that tells you how.
Man, listen. Cook played phenomenal last night. Cook played phenomenal, but I told y'all my biggest goddamn takeaway was that man right there, J Mo, is my guy, man. I don't give a damn about everything else. Because like I said, Lou, what we say? He said, get nasty. And my man got nasty, baby. I didn't even hear Hutchinson's name the whole goddamn game, except when he went against the tight end, Noah Gray. But my man was getting nasty. Hutchinson was frustrated, man. I've never seen the most dominant defensive end in the game getting frustrated, my man. And Jalen Moore, to me, is a stud. I mean, I know he's a backup, but we might got a little controversy right now because would y'all start him as a right?
Yeah, now? I was doing my radio show for a station out in southern western Kansas this morning, and the host asked me if we had a controversy at left tackle. I said, no, we don't have a controversy at left tackle. Eventually, we're going to have a controversy at right tackle. Though, our right tackle has put 3 straight games. He's been stellar.
That's how it goes with these content creators, Nick. Just make stuff up out of nothing.
Stuff up, but this is a good problem for the Chiefs to have. And I think if we ever have an issue at guard, they could probably slip this guy in there too. So Moore's worth every effing penny.
I mean, that's I guess our new Nick Allegretti, but with maybe a little bit more athleticism.
Oh, a lot more athleticism, I think.
Yo, I got give me 1 second, guy. I got to take a moment real quick. Give me 1 second, man. I'm gonna say a moment. I won't be too raw. Give me a moment.
Go back to the intro and when Mango is just so flustered.
Where'd he go?
Trey's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Where'd he go?
He was so distressed.
Where'd he go? No, I think this. Overall, when you look at this game and you take a peek at the guys on that list, I'll even throw one more in. Very controversial. I thought Harrison Butker, after he slipped on his plant foot on that opening PAT, he drilled everything else right down the middle. And I think that was really good for his confidence. And I think maybe that was his rock bottom. So hopefully, he's turned the corner. I know Andy talked a lot about that in the post-game press conference too.
Well, I think he wants to keep him pumped up because at some point they're going to need him to make a big kick, right? I mean, you're not going to go through the whole season where, games are 2-3 score difference and it really doesn't matter. So that's really where it's going to tell the tale. One of the things we'd also been talking about leading up to this game and previous games, and I was talking about it a lot, was just like let's run the ball from under center. Let's just take more snaps from under center. And I think Price Carter had put a tweet out where the Chiefs ran 17 plays from under center, and it was the most this season. It may even go further than that. But from my recollection, that just seemed like a lot. And it really seemed like when they were really hitting some of those runs coming downhill, you put more pressure on the defense with Patrick under center if you're, because they're scared to death it's going to be a play action pass and the ball's going to go over their heads. So that makes everything easier. The blocks, the gaps, the holes that the running backs are running through. So nice to see that. I think if we saw that the coaches have been seeing that and what's been successful as far as the type of runs and the formations and things. So I'm all about that. And I think if they continue, and it doesn't have to increase a lot.
My mic.
But even if they're getting like 17 to 20 snaps from under center a game, I think that is going to open up a lot.
Yeah, especially with Rice.
So with that said, Rice is coming back and everything else. Let's get right into our first question of the day, Lou.
Okay, we're getting our crystal ball out. Here we go. After missing 6 games, can Rashee Rice realistically still be the NFL's leading touchdown?
Hey, I had to throw it. Hey, I had to throw it in there. Hey, go. Hey, I got to stick with my prediction. So, hey.
So this was a statement.
I don't even know what the high number is right now.
This was a statement made by our fearless producer here a few weeks back, or maybe as soon as the suspension was handed down, that he's still going to lead him in touchdowns. Not just on the team, not just for the team. This is team stuff, I think. This is just team stuff. He's calling it for the season, for like the NFL, right? I mean, to be the leader. Come on. One, it's probably going to take him a few games to get rolling. And then, that's going to be a tough ask.
Go ahead, Nick.
I'm looking who's leading. Okay, as far as wide receiver goes, St. Brown has 6. So there you go.
It can be done. It can be done.
Listen, it's he'd have to get red hot to do that. Listen, I'm just glad he's coming back. I think he's put everything behind him. I think there's a reason, since he's been back in that facility the last 3 weeks. I think the wide receiver room has gotten a little juiced. I am excited to see all these guys together for the first time. Andy, I'm pretty confident that he's going to play some. He'll get some snaps versus the Raiders, but I don't think he's going to be the NFL touchdown leader. Listen, if he gets 7, 8, 9, if he gets 8 touchdowns between now and the end of the year, maybe 10, considering everything he's been through, that's impressive in itself.
That would be a hell of a number.
I don't think he's going to be the leader. That's a lot to make up unless the Lions offense just goes to crap. But with Kelsey and Hollywood and Thornton and Xavier, Juju, it's going to be really tough for Rice to get those kind of dominating numbers. I'm sorry, buddy, but just I don't see it.
I don't know. The reason the Golden Jacket kid list started, it's because of this kid, right? I feel like he can come out, right? He could get 4 in one game, maybe 3 in one. He's going up against the Raiders next week. He probably can get that 6, right? He can probably get that 6 and lead the NFL in touchdowns. Hey, I feel like he can come out here and get it done. It's realistic. I feel like it's realistic. Maybe, because I got to stick to my guns. If I put the stamp to paper, I got to stand on that hill. And I was on that hill and die alone. And hey, I feel like he would lead the NFL in touchdown. I think it's realistic. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Again, J-Mo with the protection. Now, we know what's going on with Simmons' personal issues, man. Praying for Simmons. But when J-Mo went out there, I said, well, damn, maybe Rice can get the 6. Maybe we can get 7, 8, 9, or 10 because the protection is there, and Patrick Mahomes and Rice have great chemistry. So I don't know, it might can happen. I don't know, but remember though, Bo, the Chiefs got too many goddamn weapons though, bro. You can't be selfish because your boy coming back, and then we're gonna have the AJ Brown situation now. We're gonna have some Eagles on the team now. But at the same time, can he do it? Can he lead it? Who knows? But I know one thing though, this offense gonna be very productive though. You know what I'm saying? So I say that, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, I think every game
I know your ass.
Patrick throws completions to like 8, 9, 10 guys. So to Coach's point, the ball does get spread out a lot. Even if he plays all 11 of the remaining games, which there's a good chance he will, but still, if he scored every single game, that would be amazing, but it still wouldn't be enough to be I think the touchdown leader. So that's a tough ask, but
it's a tough ask.
You mentioned AJ Brown. I saw another tweet. Somebody put up season statistics for AJ Brown and Hollywood Brown. And Hollywood Brown has one more touchdown, like 3 or 4 more receptions, some more yards. So
that is nasty work over there, man. That's nasty work.
He's been terrific. He's been terrific all season.
So with that said, let's get to our next question, Luke.
All right. Is Patrick officially back to boogeyman status, or does he need another dominant performance to prove it? Just one?
Just one?
Yeah.
I'd say he and Baker Mayfield are the best 2 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. So
I agree.
I think they're a 1 and 2. I'd like to see Baker win the MVP, to be honest with you, just for everything he's been through. I think the Bucs are the best team in the NFC. I think the Chiefs are one of the best teams in the AFC. But I think the boogeyman status is back not only because of the fact that Mahomes has played outstanding football, I think, for most of this season. A little hiccup in the Chargers game, a little hiccup in the first half against the Giants, but then he kind of poured it on. And I'm not giving him the Jaguars loss. I think that's more on the defense. But I will say this: the look that he gave Campbell after the game, there it is. Patrick's attitude. Hold on. And Patrick's attitude during the post-game interview, and his attitude going into the locker room at the end of the game, I'm telling you that beyond the wins and losses, and you look at Patrick Mahomes, he is as dialed in and motivated and fired up. I think this game is going to springboard Patrick Mahomes to heights that we probably have not seen since the first year of him as a starter. I think he took this game personal. I think he took the aftermath of that as a complete lack of disrespect, unsportsmanship. And I think he's going to use that. And I think the team's going to use that. And if you saw the celebration, especially from Juju, who had his nose practically almost ripped off, that attitude that even Juju had in the locker room, this team survived a very rough stretch without their best offensive player. I think Rice is that guy beyond Mahomes. To go 3-3 against that schedule, all the things that went wrong, I think they're a better team for it. And I think last night, I think the boogeyman returned. I think the boogeyman is pissed. He's about to scare the rest of the league.
I should have just gave you the music, man. You took my thing. But again, I think he's back, man. Look at it like Nick said, man. That look right there is like that is LeVar. That's not Patrick. That's not Mahomes. That is LeVar. His middle name. That is LeVar. LeVar is coming out. LeVar said, "Hey, this is what you doing after the game, after my performance, after I get 300 touchdown passes in one game and take away that from me. Hey, the boogeyman has returned. Look out, Raiders. I'm sorry, Pete Carroll. You're going to need the bubblegum tape for the game against the Chiefs. You ain't going to need just a double back. You're going to need the bubblegum tape to choose a lot because the boogeyman has returned. And look at him. That I'm telling you, that is LeVar. LeVar has came.
That is LeVar.
That is LeVar has came out. LeVar
where's the boogeyman graphic? Where's the boogeyman graphic, man?
I couldn't find it. The boogeyman graphic. I'm gonna edit it in here when I put it in it. But go ahead, Coach.
Guys, I get that the boogeyman been here, the demon's been there. Hense, you know the damn demon been here. We're waiting on the second coming of the second demon. Where's Batman at? Shit, we know who Superman is, but where's Batman at? You know what I'm saying? So Satan has came, bro. Satan has been here. You know what I'm saying? Now we need the cast to play better. But the question is this, right? Does he need another dominant performance? Guys, Patrick Mahomes been playing at a high level for the last couple of games, man. Mm-hmm. He's been playing at a high level, guys. I don't think no other game going to define who he is right now. The boogeyman's been here. He's been this guy. We want the team to match his energy. All right? Match his energy. That's all we ask for. But to answer the question, The boogeyman been here. He never went nowhere. He's just waiting for his supporting cast. He's waiting for his supporting cast. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, like I said in the interview in the post game, he said, "We now I'm gonna match y'all energy now. That's the key of the year, right? That's the biggest take of the year. We're gonna match every team's energy, guys. Remember, all the games they lost, they didn't match their energy. When the Eagles whooped that ass, they didn't match their energy. So now they're matching their energy right now. So if you look at it right now, the Chiefs are ready. They're prepared. They're ready to rock and roll. So right now, yes, the boogeyman's been there, and I don't think you need another game to define who Patrick Mahomes is this year.
I feel bad for Melissa Stark because she had to took those like devil eyes and just he was so I've never seen him quite that serious and just so kind of like this, except without the helmet and getting a game ball, right? Hollywood's over there flashing his grills, and Patrick looked like he's ready to kill somebody, right?
I think she didn't know that was coming either.
No. I'm sure she's never run in there. She's interviewed him 100 times. But no, you've seen it building because over the first few games where the offense really wasn't clicking, he was running a lot more like he does in the playoffs. He was kind of like delivering some hits with the ball, which you don't typically see that in the regular season. So it was like, and then according to Nick Wright, the tackle that turned the tide in the Giants game where he throws it away and then kind of goes in a la Steve Nash and, makes the steal back and takes it back from whoever was going to scoop and score with it. That's kind of like where it turned. But no, last night there was a lot going on and a lot about what happened after the game. There was some things during the game that on the speed option, Patrick was like 3 or 4 yards into the end zone and Branch gives him a little shoulder. So there was a little bit going on there. When they were running the clock out and they were running the ball, Juju was on the backside. Gives Branch a nice shot, like to the side or from behind. Might have been a penalty, who knows? But the referees only threw like 4 or 5 flags all night. But it was kind of like
for them.
Right. So it was kind of building. But in terms of just that, eye of the tiger, boogeyman, whatever you want to call it, that's as laser like eyes that I've seen him with for a while now.
I've never seen that look.
It's LeVar. I'm trying to tell you, it's LeVar.
This whole demeanor changed, everything. So I don't know if this is something that's sustainable or it's transferable to other guys. But you certainly, the one thing that impressed me most, and we talked about this leading up to the game, was the leadership. Kelsey, Jones, Patrick, Nick Bolton, every one of them balled out last night. So I think they kind of got the message that we're the leaders. The rest of the guys will follow us. And if this is sustainable, watch the hell out, man.
I'll say one more thing. Hold on. Let me say one more thing. One more thing before we get to the next topic. That was as close to Tom Brady as I've seen Patrick Mahomes. That look, that attitude, that overall sense of who do you think you guys are coming into our stadium and disrespecting us like that?
That's the look I seen. It looked like, look, I'm telling you, LeVar, the other side of him came out. That's
all right. Your next column needs to be about LeVar, okay?
Who is LeVar?
That's Patrick Mahomes'
middle name.
His middle name is Lavon.
Lavon.
Damn, Lou, you always do it. Lou said,
I don't know if you're talking about LeVar Ball or
we got LeVar and we got Lavon.
Man's alter ego in the movies or something.
Lou whole face is like
it's Lavon. Patrick Lavon Mahomes the second.
Lavon.
Come on now. Right, this is a Chiefs show. Okay, let's go.
Next question, Luke.
We got to raise the level here. Let's go. All right. So, does Brian Branch deserve a full suspension? Hell yeah, he does for his post-game strike on Juju Smith-Schuster.
Football, guys.
No, that's not football. Look at that. That ain't football.
Football's between the whistles.
You ran your mouth, you get slipped. Hey, you run your mouth. That's what happens when you run your mouth. Hey, I'm from a different perspective, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, here's a question for you. I got a question for you, Coach. If he would have done this before the game, would he have gotten suspended?
No, he would have missed the game. They would have kicked him out beforehand.
Sort of like the Jalen Carter spit.
Same with Jalen
Carter. Let's say it was during the game. If Juju comes in, maybe he didn't like the way he blocked him, and all of a sudden he turns around and open hand, whatever, punches him. Is he getting kicked out of the game? Absolutely, he's getting kicked out of the game.
Because we've been watching football for years, guys. I seen worse stuff than this, man. It's football, man. Remember when Trent Williams?
Stop. After the game, you've seen stuff like that, because I think this is nearly unprecedented for the last two decades. After a game, something like that, you just don't see it. Mm-hmm. And with the league's emphasis on sportsmanship, taunting, all this other stuff, he's going to miss at least one game. I would not be shocked if it's two.
He's been suspended 8 times already.
Right. This is like Draymond getting too many technicals.
He's only been in the league 3 years.
He's got a reputation. Juju will probably get fined, right? Just for the after the fact going after him and retaliating.
But why did Juju walk up on him anyway? The first sign was when he walked
didn't walk up. He walked up to him just because
But Lou, we don't know what he said though, Lou. We don't know what Juju said.
It wasn't what Juju said. No. It was what Brand said.
What he said. We don't know.
First off,
you're wearing your Chiefs hat.
First off, he left Patrick hanging. So he walked by to do the same thing. He was going to shake his hand and he hit him in the face.
But what did he say to him though, Lou? We don't know.
Well, I think it still stems back where he thought that Juju's block was a cheap shot, right? So I think that's kind of where it all stemmed from. I don't know. Hey, Juju may have just said, "Hey, good game, dude," and he just
assumptions, Lou. Assumption. You think that's what he said?
It doesn't matter.
Juju got to think we're talking trash.
Coach,
it is what it is.
We live in a world where it doesn't matter what you say. These are adults, so just the fact that you're hitting something. Let's say you're walking down the street, Coach, and somebody says something you don't like, and you just run up on him and smack him in the face. Are you going to jail?
I might be having a bad day if they can see it.
Absolutely. Are you going to jail?
Depends.
Absolutely, you're going to jail.
Depends on what the beatdown looks like. I might smack fire for you.
You take a swing at somebody, you're going to get in trouble. Come on.
Why would you walk up on me anyway?
Answer the question, Nick. Go ahead. Do you think he?
I think he's going to get at least a 1-game suspension. They'll look at his past history. He's been a guy that's been in a lot of scuffles and a lot of trouble and a lot of penalties. After the fact, meaning after the play. He's just an emotional, passionate guy that probably needs to focus his energy in a different manner. But Adam Schefter was on TV to say, and said the league is already looking into it. There'll be fines.
There might be other guys too, because if they watch that video, Pops was in there. Patrick was in there.
That's some Southeast stuff there, boy.
Patrick, Patrick went in there. Pacheco went in there.
I think that was part of why, again, Patrick looked the way he did.
If I'm Juju, man, hey, I'm pulling a Drake here. I'm suing. Because ain't no picture of me going around. Ain't no picture of me going around on social media. And no picture of me going on social media, going on all ESPN. Now I got to answer to my son why I'm on the ground, and my head is like, hey, I got to answer that question. So I must sue. You must hear from my lawyers. You must hear from my lawyers. Hey, but other than that, man, I think
the guy on the People's Court. What do you always say? Hey, don't take the law into your own
you got
hands.
a lawyer you can refer him to.
You take him to court.
You take him to court, Lou. You take him to court. Because after this picture is going around the internet. Now, if you have a kid, Dad, now you got people putting on T-shirts, right? Lion fans putting it on T-shirts.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
It's got to be a thing. I think the man got to be suspended, man, for that right after the game, man. It's poor sportsmanship, man. Somebody shake your hand. That's what we teach you in Pee Wee football, right? Everybody lines up, everybody shake hands. And it's always the adults and the parents and the stands that
the parents and the coaches you got to worry about.
It's a point of emphasis. The league is going to come down on this.
We'll see how it goes.
All right, well, listen. Well, my take is this, man. Y'all remember Tart smacked Kelsey and rock Kelsey? Tart rock Kelsey from the Chargers, just like Branch rock Juju. Let's face it, guys. The Chiefs are the most hated team. Teams they want to beat the Chiefs. They tired of the Chiefs. They feel like they're getting all the calls. Y'all know what time it is. They're the most hated team in the league, so they're gonna take every shot at them. Like,
so you can explain why it happened, but the question is, does he get suspended?
Does he get suspended? Yeah, he should get suspended. Yes. I get that. He should, but this is football. Man up, have some balls. It is what it is, man.
Well,
like,
what's that? I don't explain that part. Who needs to
take accountability, man? So like I said, if Brian Branch to me took accountability for his actions. He said, you know what I'm saying, he was in the wrong for doing it. He felt like he got cheated with a shot. It was a block in the back. Right? He felt like he got cheated. He felt like, and guys, when I told you, Lou, I said, we don't know what Juju said before that. I can tell the judge. I can tell the judge I'm sorry. I can tell the judge, well, he said something that hurt my feelings, so I smacked him in the head. Hey, Lou, it
ain't gonna make a damn bit of difference.
Lou, I smack fire from you. I don't give a damn. Find me there.
Gavel comes down. Case closed. Take your suspension. Go sit down.
I like a couple grand in the game. I don't give a
damn. I like the fact. I mean, Campbell was like, I'm telling you, if the league doesn't suspend him, I think Campbell will. Just to set an example because of what he said. What he said after the game, as far as apologizing to Coach Reed, to Juju. And like, that is not what we're about. That is not what, and that's not going to go unnoticed or whatever. It's not going to go forth with who we are, and we're not going to do that. We're not standing for that. Yeah. So
big facts. I agree.
The league might just say, hey, if the team takes care of it first, that's fine. But
Dan Campbell did the right stuff too. Dan Campbell said the right things. He was direct. He opened his statement.
He's a stand-up guy. They kicked our ass.
I'm sure he was stand-up to Patrick
too. He felt bad too.
Yeah. Next question.
He's gonna be on a T-shirt.
So was the Chiefs 0 penalty game? Now there was one penalty. They didn't take it though. Or is this the new repeatable standard of discipline for the year?
Well, I think you have to look at. This is a tough one. You're going to look at it two ways. Number one, you have an officiating crew that has a history of letting the guys play football.
I think they only called like 5 penalties.
Yeah, they don't throw a lot. I think on average they do like 7. They don't throw a lot of penalties unless it's something outrageous. They let the guys play, which I think this is the standard that NFL referees need to look at, because this is what the fans want. Listen, there were mistakes and there were missed penalties on both sides. There were several holds by the Chiefs. There was a block in the back for the Lions that helped them, get a big gain. There were a lot of things that took place. But for the most part, if it wasn't outrageous and it didn't affect the play, this is what we want to see. For the Chiefs, though, to go from 13 to 0, that's impressive. They were focused. You could tell. I mean, Juwan Taylor was online every snap. He in fact had pushed himself up further than I've seen him on average during a lot of snaps. And he didn't tip the hand of passing and running plays. That's the one thing that I think you can find out about Juwan Taylor. When it's a passing play, because he'll take a couple of steps back. So I think they realized these were stupid mistakes. The officiating was a poorly officiated game to begin with last week, but for the Lions game, I think it was just the discipline, and I think if they get 2 or 3 penalties a game, that's a good standard. But I think they learned their lesson that they're not going to get away with certain things, and they don't need to have those kinds of things to be successful. So I think the message got across. Whether it's sustainable or not, I don't know, but I think it's going to be closer to 3 to 4 penalties per game than it's ever going to be double digits again.
Yeah, I think this is the new this is going to be a new standard for them. Lock in, right? Lock all the way in. Like Coach said earlier, Patrick Mahomes said, we're going to match our energy. We're going to match our energy going forward. So, hey, lock in. Lock all the way in. And them to come out of this dust storm of, 3-3, they come out here 3-3. And this is, and then they got, you looking at their schedule, they got, another 2-game homestand. They could be 5-3 when it's all, when they go face the Buffalo Bills and beat the Buffalo Bills. Now they 6-3 going into the bye. This can turn into something very big, and it all starts by discipline, penalties, special teams. False starts. Offsides, and all the nonsense that championship football team doesn't do. The Chiefs showed that this is standard championship football, and this is the Chiefs type of football that we would like to see. I don't know what everybody said. Like, I think it was, who was that? I think it was Jawan Taylor. Somebody asked him, and one of the media guys asked him what was different, and he said, Andy Reid they didn't do more of strength and condition stuff, or he made them mentally lock in. So this is what this is what it shows. It's more mentally locked in this game, and it shows that this is a new standard for the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's the difference between 3-3 and 6-0 is the mental aspect.
I'm gonna tell you, I think they honed in on the main target was Jawan Taylor. They honed in on the main issue was him. Correcting his footwork, man. You know what I'm saying? Working on his mental towards the game. I think it was he put his thinking cap on, you know what I'm saying, last couple of games, man. I think he's been playing phenomenal. But my biggest takeaway from that perspective was Jalen Moore, man, going out there and really establishing himself on that side because he does have experience. I'm not taking nothing away from Samuels, man, but if you look at what Jalen Moore did and Taylor did, man, it's like they both were stout, man. Like, we know where the issue comes from, guys. It's come from that line. And you took that away. It's like they played better, but Jalen Moore, to me, because honestly, guys, I thought A.D. Hutchinson was going to go out there and put pressure on Taylor, make them like a lot of false starts and whatnot, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be a lot of issues. And then on the other side, man, he handled AD. I was like, God damn, bro. I was like, where the penalty? I'm looking for the penalty. I'm looking for this and that. But with that being said, I think this is the new standard for Kansas City. I feel like they fixed their problem right now. They understand what the issue was, and they dialed in on it. And I gotta give credit to Jawan Taylor, man, because he's been playing phenomenal.
3 games in a row.
Phenomenal, yeah. I gotta give it to him, man. So I believe this is the new standard.
Yeah, well, the bottom line is that the Jags game was an outlier with 13. This is certainly an outlier with 0. Okay, You're not gonna. There's no way you can set the standard being 0. You're gonna get penalties. Okay, this is the bottom line. But the part where you guys are talking about locking in and so forth is going to be those pre-snap penalties. A lot of the BS ones that are self-inflicted. There's going to be penalty where you may hold or pass interference or defensive holding, and it just comes in the course of a game and how that's called. If you can knock out, and those are going to get called, you just got no control over that. But if you can knock out all the pre-snap stuff and just dumb penalty where it's just lack of focus, absolutely, that's where the standard is. So again, and then there's the different crews. Some crews love to throw flags. There was one yesterday that in the Patriots game, and you got to give it to Coach there. I mean, Drake May throws like a deep ball touchdown pass, right? No problem, touchdown Patriots. And they call offensive interference like 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, about 50 yards away from the play on Stephon Diggs. May had thrown it to Demario Douglas. He had scored on a similar play earlier in the game. So again, letter of the law, okay, yeah, that was a penalty, but it didn't really impact the play and everything else. So, but you have some referees that will do that. So you got no control over that. But again, to me, the biggest thing is knock out those pre-snap ones, illegal motion, all that stuff. And I think you'll be fine. So, but it was good to see that, there wasn't any of that going on last night.
Right.
All right, let's get to that that statement there.
Even when Juwan was getting penalties, this is my buddy Nick Slyman He's done such a great job protecting Mahomes, and he has. I mean, he's not been a bust this season. He had some struggles early on, but the last 3 games he's been terrific. And I think
health too.
Yeah, he's playing with a knee that's not 100%.
I can tell.
And to his credit, he guts it out. I mean, I don't know how long his career is going to be, how bad the knee is overall. We assume this is his last year in Kansas City, but he's made a lot of money, so it's not like he's going to be hurting or anything. But he deserves praise. And the other thing about Jalen Moore, which we have not talked about, he and his wife gave birth to their 3rd child at like 6 a.m. Sunday, and he gets a call on his way to the stadium and said, "Hey, you're starting." The guy who's probably on cloud 9. He's got a healthy new baby, and then he finds out that Justin Simmons had to leave for a family matter in San Diego, and he's the guy, and he plays terrific. Now, I wonder how many phone calls Brett Veach has gotten today. Hey, you willing to trade your backup tackle?
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm sure there's going to be some offers.
I'm on the AZ.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
Hey, give us a 2nd round pick. You take.
But he's worth a first rounder.
Hey, you're right. I'll take that bet. I'll take that one.
That contract, he's worth a first rounder any day of the week.
Yeah, but Sam said what, right?
Okay, Sam said Lion fans be crying about the calls all morning. Cry me a river. We was called for a double block, and that has never been called my whole life. Basically, what he's saying, he never seen that shit in his whole life, guys. You know what I'm saying? But everybody gonna complain though. So it comes to territory when your team goes down. It comes to territory. Come with it.
Yeah, but again, I'm putting that on a t-shirt. That's there, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, that's going on a t-shirt for me. Hey, I'm gonna make it myself.
I know what's going on a t-shirt for me. I'm going on a t-shirt for me.
But with that said, man, hey, Rashid Rice is returning today. We're gonna be back in practice. They got practice tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they had a team meeting today. They went over the film. Tomorrow they're off. He'll be in the building probably Tuesday, getting familiar with the coaches again. He is eligible to participate in all the team activities since the Chiefs played their game.
It'd be interesting to see what that pitch count is going to look like.
Yeah.
20 just snaps, to see how many maybe he gets.
15, 20 snaps, maybe.
You're talking about Rice?
Yeah.
For Rashid, they're not going to over. It's just like when Xavier came back the first game, after being injured. And I get that's the whole thing is just getting up to you. I mean, you can practice, do the walkthroughs, everything like that, but to get game speed, game conditioning, all that stuff, it's going to take a few games to get that rolling. One complaint that I'll lodge every time that Brashard Smith gets less than 10 snaps, I'm going to be pissed. So there's one complaint for me. It's going to be that.
So he only got your biggest hiccup.
He only got 6 snaps again,
and he made a couple of big plays.
Okay, Isaiah played much better.
No, he did.
Kareem played much better. And again, I think that's more a function of the offensive line and the type of runs that they're calling.
Yeah.
So you think they play better because there was a quote out there that or something that was put out there that the Chiefs are interested in trying to get a running back. I mean,
they're going to get one. They're going to get one before.
I don't think they need a running back, guys. Yeah, I don't think they need one.
I think they know they need to produce regardless of whether they bring somebody in or not.
Yeah, they're definitely bringing in a running back before the trade deadline ends.
Why do y'all feel like they need a running back? The line played well. Why do they need
I think I'd be surprised if they do. To me, again, the positions that they're looking for, like an edge rusher, good edge rusher, nobody is going to trade a good edge rusher, right? Yeah. Unless it's Cincinnati and Trey Hendrickson is a free agent next year. But now you almost have to, if you're going to make that trade, you're probably going to have to get a contract worked out because otherwise you just have him for the rest of the season.
Right?
Do you send Jalen Moore for Henderson?
Shit, that's a good one.
They need an offensive line, don't.
Well, I think Trey's going to be looking for a contract that starts with a 3 as far as the first number, like closer to like 35 per.
Yeah,
I don't think they've got that in their budget right now. So
they need a nose tackle before they need
because
anything
they have Jalen Moore under contract for next year. So there's a good chance he's going to be starting at right tackle next year.
Yeah,
or worst case, he's their swing tackle. I mean, you have to have that guy in-house.
Hey, real quick, Dame said, "Hey, defensive tackle, naughty is cheeks, straight booty."
He's the least.
The man haven't
until
had
Norman Lott can get up to speed physically and mentally with the defense. We're stuck with Derek Nottie.
Oh, yeah, that might be a health thing too with parking lot. I still don't think his ankle or whatever it was right.
No. He tried to play hurt and he can't do it.
He also is on a pitch count, if you will.
Yeah,
it was interesting looking at the snaps. I was really shocked that Hicks only had like 17 snaps.
Hey guys, can we get Chris Jones some love though? We all been bashing.
Put him back in the middle. Like I said, put him back in the middle.
Hey, I think when you pop this wrist,
if you look at his snaps, he does play the 3 technique and a large percentage higher than he does going outside. He usually moves outside just on passing downs and when he feels he has a favorable matchup. So everybody knows that's where he's at his best. He may not get the sacks there, but he certainly is more disruptive from the inside than he is the outside.
Yeah. Hey, losing Pennell was stupid.
It was Nick. Hey, Nick, you just said it. I was going to read Nick Solomon's comment, man. He said that's why when getting rid of Pennell was very stupid. It was, man. For real, it was right. Because you need somebody in the middle.
Might have been something there more. I think the idea when they drafted Norman Lott that he was kind of going to be that guy. And he's kind of, even the body type is completely different. I mean, Pennell's more of that run stuffer, right? I mean, not going to get a lot of pass rush from him, where Norman Lott is the exact opposite. I think he's more that penetrating 3 technique that is going to pass rush more than he does well with run blocking or run stuffing. So, but I don't know how. I mean, Pennell's with who? The Bengals right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who knows? If you really want to, you can they traded back for Noddy. Maybe they trade back for Pennell if they think if he's healthy, like right before the trade deadline here in the next couple of weeks. We'll see.
Hey, real quick, in the comment earlier in our group chat, man, on the game, my man Bo said, "Hey, you take out Buddy and put 27 in, and you get snatched on." And I've been saying that for a minute. I said 27 always a target. And he can't cover diddly squat, man. He can't cover diddly squat. I'm just saying, man, some got to give with 27, guys. We always talking about Jawan Taylor, but goddamn 27, man. He's an easy target. He's an easy target, man. I'm just saying, man. Something has to change with that guy right there. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
They really don't have a better option. They really don't have a better option at the nickel corner right now. Yeah. I mean, it was all camp. Anybody could have stood up and taken that position, and no one was able to do it.
No one did it.
Mm-hmm. So now you say Noel Williams does. I mean, I don't think they want him playing inside. He's better on the outside.
So put McDuffie in the middle.
Then you lose a little bit of his skill set, right? I mean, McDuffie, he will do that from time to time, and they'll move him around, and they did move him around. But one of the things that struck me as well is I think Spags' game plan was a little bit different, a little bit interesting. They kept 3 linebackers on the field a lot.
I was questioning.
Yeah, you got mad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But they were running the ball so much. If you took out one of those lines, let's say he takes Leo off the field, they're just going to run it between the tackles forever.
Yeah,
Leo Chanel's. Don't he mind you an Urlacher? Don't he mind you an Urlacher from the Chicago Bears? Urlacher. If he can get to that level of Urlacher from Chicago,
I don't think he's physical
linebacker in the game.
I don't know if he gets quite to that level, but he's got similar skill set. I think Urlacher actually started off as a safety at New Mexico. And then kind of transitioned to linebacker. That was saying like Drew was like that. Drew was a safety at Notre Dame and transitioned to linebacker. Leo is an amazing athlete. I don't know how else or who I need to scream this to from the rooftops, But that kid is just an outstanding player.
He reminds me of Zach Thomas.
You can see that from the get go. He's strong as hell. He's fast. They got him playing everywhere. They had him playing over the center for a while.
Yeah, he was terrific.
So Leo Chanel is like, besides Bowden, you think he's gonna be like? Is he the star of the defense? Is he like?
I think he is
top five. He's a top five in that defense. Like
he's more important.
The way he was coming off the block, running down the running backs, and everything else. That could have been a touchdown by what's his name, number 5 for the Detroit Lions. Who's that? The running back. Yeah, he held him by. I said, my arm probably be ripped off. That got to be a strong.
That's a strong sucker, boy. He grabbed the
his shirt and pulled him down. Yeah. I said, that is Urlacher. I'm telling you, that's Urlacher. Urlacher is out there.
I was saying Zach Bond, but if you want to go you are Mr. Gold Jacket, so sure, make it Urlacher.
Hey, you ain't lying, boy. You ain't lying. That man would put a gold jacket, boy, with a couple plays in. You hear me?
He showed it, but again, man, after I don't know if you watched his press conference after the game with what's his name, the safety used to play for the Patriots is on 41. I forgot his name, but he had a good press conference after the game, a 7-minute interview. You know what I mean? The kid was, praising the team and saying stuff about the defense. I'm like, man, I can see why Spags don't like him. You know what I mean? This kid he reads the plays very well, and how he ran that interception on Lamar Jackson always going to stick with me. That's going to be one of the things that I always think. He caught that pass one-handed, turned around, still caught it. Kid is amazing, and them block extra kicks too. So
he's a lifetime. That's a lifetime memory right there.
It sounds like he's cliche or corny or whatever, but he is just a football player.
Yeah, he's a glue guy.
You can put him just about anywhere on defense. Now he's not going to be able to play corner or cover receivers downfield. Is he a Luke Kuechly? Is he a Luke Kuechly? But you could put him on the line of scrimmage. You can play off the ball. You can play on the ball. I mean, anywhere along the line of scrimmage, I think he would still be all right. And I don't know, man. I truly believe this is a guy that you have to get him a new deal now.
Do you put him up there with the great Luke Kuechly from Carolina Panthers? Do you feel like he's like that?
Well, probably not. I mean, again, Luke Kuechly, Hall of Famer, career cut short by injury. I mean, he was
menace
at the time that he played. He was probably the best, inside linebacker in football. So, and and Urlacher was probably the same when he was playing. So I don't know if I would go that far. Let's see what he does. But I would certainly say, for the Chiefs' sake, that's a kid that you really want to invest in, because he's going to be
jack of all trades
wherever you need him to play. And as multiple as Spags' defense is, that's a kid you can use as a chess piece, and that's where he excels. So
watch the All-22 when he did for what's his name? They best offensive lineman on there. You know what I mean? On the Detroit line, he manhandled him and went back there and got the tackle in the backfield. So hey, you're right, Lou. This kid, they better get him a contract.
Signed up.
Somebody else gonna be going to get him.
The Chiefs have till the end of October to sign guys to extensions that they can
spread out.
They can spread out the signing bonus over this year and next year.
Jalen Moore do not start for y'all guys. Guess what team he's going to? My Cardinals. Yeah. So you better pay that man. You better invest, because he comes to the Cardinals.
He's under contract, coach. So
we got him for at least 2026.
We'll give him a first round for him.
So with that said, you know what I mean? We'll see you guys on Wednesday. We got Chiefs Who. And who's in the lead on Chiefs Who, Lou?
Time to flush this one. It was a great win. Arguably the best regular season win in 2 or 3 years, I would say. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Chief Who. I think we have a leader. There's somebody with 2, but we also have 3 other people with 1. I don't have the list in front of me. I'll have that tomorrow. Or Wednesday, but it's great to see more participation and more right answers. So we'll see if
Lou,
somebody else can get up
it's
there.
still a mystery. Nobody lead. You know who leading, Lou, but you ain't gonna say nothing, man. What's
DS,
up?
DS is leading. DS is
Could be
leading.
Demecchio, could be Weston, could be
yeah.
John Harrison. It's definitely not Kareem. I think he has. I know he has.
Kareem
won.
has lost.
Yeah.
He lost his edge, guys. He lost his edge.
He's a little. He just shows up when he wants and says, "Yeah,
you can't be doing
Take it
that,
or
man.
leave
You got to stay consistent, man. You know, Kareem.
So with that said,
Kareem got to stay consistent, brother.
We'll see you guys Wednesday. Great win, Chiefs. And hey, I wore the Detroit colors today. Hey, to show the disrespect like they did. The disrespect.
I'm getting me a profile picture made.
They did for us. So with that said, we'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a great week. Have a great weekday. I think week.
Have a good weekday.
I'm suing.